New tonight, a lawsuit over a Supreme Court race may be facing an uphill battle. So this after two conservative justices now signaled a challenge of tens of thousands of votes from the Republican candidate may not be able to overturn the results of the election where the Democratic incumbent won by 734 votes. Now, Queen City News chief political correspondent Andy Weber is here in the studio. So Andy, though, it seemed that the Republican Jefferson Griffin actually obtained a legal win. Explain that.
Yeah, Alicia, in a decision issued Tuesday, the North Carolina Supreme Court said they wanted to hear arguments from Griffin's legal team on why those thousands of ballots should be discarded. The belief was the venue would be friendly to Griffin because of its 5-1 conservative majority. The court will still hear the case, but now two conservative justices are suggesting Griffin isn't on the strongest of footing.
This one is really bizarre. You might be able to find some examples that of recount issues, but again, I've never heard of one that only applies to one race and doesn't apply to others.
It's a legal fight that's left political scientists scratching their heads. Republican Jefferson Griffin's lawsuit challenging 60,000 ballots cast in his race for state Supreme Court. Multiple recounts have confirmed Griffin lost to incumbent Allison Riggs by 734 votes. On Tuesday, it seemed Griffin and the Republican Party had obtained a win by getting the case before the state Supreme Court.
This is about as friendly as you can imagine, at least in terms of partisanship.
But late Tuesday, two additional opinions were handed down, both from conservative justices. Richard Dietz dissenting, arguing throwing out votes would damage the integrity of elections. Justice Trey Allen supported hearing the case, but added that hearing the arguments doesn't mean Griffin will win out.
There might be some justifiable concern among the Republican justices that it just breaks the integrity of the court to try to make this kind of argument.
There's no way to predict how the court will end up ruling, but experts foresee challenges to come in races up and down the ballot if Griffin prevails.
It's entirely possible. Because many of the races, say state legislative district races, you don't even have 60,000 votes cast in those races. It really opens the ball of wax that every single race that was on the ballot last fall could be challenged on this basis.
So lawyers for both campaigns are expected to spend the rest of the month filing their arguments with the court. Justices don't have a set timeline for cases usually, but experts expect them to move quickly to get this seat filled. So we could see a decision come down by the end of the month. Alicia?